2025 NFL Draft! Hi again, everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of the Geary, Stein, and Steven Show, and we want to thank Cali Strong for sponsoring us. And Troy, man, it's so different than the Super Bowl scenario. I mean, we're watching Roger Goodell walking around. He's saying hi. You're taking pictures with him, but it is a fun night.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of my favorite events that the NFL puts on besides the Super Bowl, and just happy to be here.
We're watching all the players. I think there's 15 of them that are here tonight. Not the names you're thinking of. Shadir Sanders, not here. But we've got Hunter, we've got Mays, we've got a lot of the guys that should go early.
Yeah, Cam Ward's number one pick. He should hear his name early. And there's some guys that might not get called tonight. And so that's the intriguing part of the NFL draft. They invite guys, and they decide to come or not. So we might see some guys sitting in the green room quite a long time tonight.
They've got Hall of Famers here. They've got current players, past players introducing the picks. I can't believe the amount of fans as we watched some of the video that we walked in on and seeing the fans here. I mean, yes, you're seeing a lot of Packer jerseys and things like that, but wow, what a turnout.
Yeah, I mean, a lot more than I expected. I mean, last year was really big in Detroit, 750,000. They're thinking 300,000, but I'm thinking I might be pushing that north.
All right, well, we're here for all the pomp and circumstance. Troy and I are going to be in the green room. Let's check it out. First day of the NFL Draft.
Tennessee Titans.
Cam, what are some of the qualities that you may be bringing to the table that your new teammates may not know about you?
I just think I'm a locker room guy. That's something that I think I'm really bringing to the table. I love to have a good time with my guys. Really motivate my guys. Really just be a good teammate. I think if you're a good teammate, you're a good locker room guy. A lot of stuff to take care of yourself on the field.
Hey, Ashton, how much has your head coach, Spencer Danielson, helped you not only as a person, but also off the field as a man?
Oh, man, tremendously. I think most importantly is, how he's helped me as a, man of God and, in my faith. I think that'll last longer than, anything that I'll do on the football field.
Well, Coach, a pretty proud moment for you. A lot of hard work went into it, but praise God, it turned out well.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus, man. I mean, you talk about a young man that's focused on the right things and now has achieved what he did today, from money to status to draft, all these things, but he never focused on those things. He focused on the work, and now he's achieved all those.
He was 29 yards from history, and yet it didn't faze him because he realized there was a lot bigger picture out there for him.
That's right. I mean, he's a team-first guy. He's going to be the hardest worker on the Raiders organization. He's going to do things the right way, and I'm telling you, he's going to be an absolute impact player the second he walks in the door.
What about that relationship? I mean, do you feel like a dad that's losing their kid off to college and on out to the world because he's not coming back next season?
Yeah, I do. I mean, he's like a son to me. I mean, he's a guy that I love dearly, not just because he's an elite football player, just because who he is, how he impacted me and our team. As much as it's hard for him to be gone, man, I'm so excited to watch him.
It says a lot. The coach comes down for him for the draft. I mean, there are not a lot of coaches here. I mean, how did that build that relationship to get to that point?
Just who Ashton is. I mean, the work he put in for our team as a leader, as a player, but just who he was for everybody and everyone in our building, especially for me. And just seeing him work, seeing him focus on the right things as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old. I mean, I will support him for his entire life.
You're going to have to stop watching game tapes on Sunday and not watch him, right?
Correct. I don't watch a lot of NFL. I only watch our players, so you better believe I'll be watching the Raiders.
Hey, Book, Dallas has a long history of great offensive lines. How much confidence does that give you knowing that they picked you?
It gives me a lot of confidence, just being able to be picked and seen as one of the best players in this draft by one of the best organizations in all the sports is truly a blessing. Like, my confidence it was through the roof before this, but it's through the roof it's through the second roof now. Just to be a Cowboy and to understand that they see me as a person that can further that great Cowboys offensive line tradition.
How do you prepare for the talent level of the AFC quarterbacks?
I think just being myself, staying true to myself. I think, coming in and like I said, just learning from the guys who've been doing it for so long. I'm young, I don't have all the answers, but, those guys do. So just being able to, be a sponge and watch film and really, dive into the whole process of being a Raven, I'm ready.
Help you prepare to get to this point right now?
Yeah, I mean, everything. Andrew Whitworth is a guy that I've looked up to since a very young age. Every young offensive lineman in the Northeast Louisiana area that wants to go to LSU, everybody looks up to him. So I've been able to create a relationship with him
ask him for advice, pick his brain, and it's been a huge honor. But everybody in my circle has helped me get to this point. So as much as this is my night, it's theirs too.
Cam, now that you've gone through this process and you're a pro, I mean, are you starting to feel the pressure at all of what the expectations are going to be, knowing where you were picked?
I knew I would get drafted pretty high. I think I'm one of the best players in this draft. I'm deserving, this honor. But at the end of the day, draft pick don't mean nothing. It's all about how you produce on the field, the type of teammate you are in the locker room. And at the end of the day, it's about wins. Wins judge everything. And as a quarterback, you got to go, put on for it every Sunday.
It was a beautiful night and very emotional. Do you remember the last time you got that emotional in front of people?
Probably about 2 years ago, honestly, when my cousin passed away. That's about it.
Well, this is a good cry.
No doubt. A happy cry.
How about going to a franchise that has such a ridiculous history that has been slugging, recently, but hoping to turn it around?
Yeah, being able to go to an organization of this caliber, I'm super blessed. I played at one of the best universities in America. All the history, so to be able to repeat that, go to another place like that in the NFL, it means everything to me and my family. It's an honor to wear the Patriots logo, to represent that organization, that city. It'll be everything I ever wanted, and I'm gonna give them everything I got. I have it just in case. But when I went up there on the 30 visit, I had some of this stuff. It wasn't bad, but I'm gonna take my Tonys with me.
Well, I live in Connecticut. It's freaking cold. Are you prepared to play in that kind of weather?
I'm a hunter, so I'm used to the cold. I fell in the water when it's like 8 degrees, so I think I'll be fine. And if not, I'll go buy a jacket.
Congratulations, Mason. How much is it going to help you, but also help Myles Garrett being on that defensive line and making each other better?
Yeah, I mean, he's a dominant player. He has, dominated the league for quite some time now. But it's going to be an honor playing next to him. Free him up a little bit, and then have some opportunities myself. Playing it with him on the line. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of tension on him. So hopefully that frees me up and I can make some plays.
How much impact has your head coach at Penn State, James Franklin, helped you get here today?
Yeah, I'm really thankful for him. Not just Coach Franklin, Coach Dion, all of Penn State wouldn't be here without him. They helped me a ton. I'm real thankful for Penn State.
Travis, talk a little bit about your journey to get to this point and your feelings that are going through your mind.
My journey is just me being focused. I realized I only had a couple years to get to this moment, so I put all these years and I focused in, I honed in on my goal. On the ice cream.
Travis,
my bad.
What's the message you would like to say to your new teammates? Excuse me.
What's the message?
Yeah.
Let's get to work.
With your training and workouts, does anything change? Are you open to change?
One more time.
With your workouts and how you've been used to working out and training, does anything change, or do you stay with makes you feel comfortable?
Whatever it takes for me to get better, I just keep finding ways to get better.
Jamar, I want to ask you about your necklace. Can you talk about that, what that represents?
Oh, so my dad made this. It was a logo. My dad made it as my logo in high school. And then I saw the Central Seed chain, and I was like, I want to do that, but I don't know what though. And I looked at my phone and I see my Twitter, and then the logo's on my profile. So I'm like, oh. So I'm like, I might just do it for the rest of the season.
It looks heavy.
It ain't that bad compared to my other one.
Jahan, a lot of these draft picks are going to teams that were mediocre. You're going to a world champion. Is that going to be a little
Save
added?
the best for last, man. The rich just got richer.
Is that going to give you a little added pressure knowing you're going in with some guys that just won a trophy?
Damn right. I feel good. Just getting in with them guys and building that relationship and that bond. And I mean, really, even learning from Jalen Hurts and, what he looks at, being a QB and, how I can take that game and apply it to mine. Over there too. It mean a lot. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, it goes to show you that, like, the Eagles got a lot of Denver boys. I mean, he did a phenomenal job in the Super Bowl, and, special shout out to that dog, man. He was at Bama doing his thing, too.
The Ravens have a great history at the safety position. Ed Reed, Rod Woodson, they go on for a while. How are you looking forward to talking to those guys and getting in the building and learning from them?
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't even know how to explain it if I'm being honest. Just to be able to learn and just go be a sponge from guys who have so much knowledge about the game of football. I feel like I'm a student of the game of football, so just being able to learn and soak up, everything from guys that know a lot, and I'm ready to get to work.
Matthew, you told me yesterday some of the guys that you look up to and model your game after. Justin Jefferson, on St. Brown. Now you're in the same division, competing against them 2 games a year. How competing against them is going to help you become a better all-around player?
It's definitely going to make me better. I always got the mindset to be the best on the field and be the best in the country. So to come out here and compete, I want to be the best. I always told myself that when I was younger that, whenever I got the opportunity to show the world what I could do, that's what I'm going to do each and every day.
Yeah, specifically with Vic Fangio's defense and him liking to get with your skill set, how do you feel like you fit in there?
Just being very versatile, just being that dominant force, and him allowing me to do that, coming into this defense of my own and, learning from him, learning from the veteran guys and just applying it to my game and, really just being a dominant force.
Hey, Max, congratulations, first of all. Your personality is really infectious, and I'm sure you're going to be quickly a fan favorite in Buffalo. What's your message to Bills Mafia?
Man, hey, get ready to get everything out of me now. I'm going to empty the tank game in and game out. I'm going to give it all I got, and I'm going to try my hardest to get the offensive ball back.
Max, you thrive in man coverage. How are you going to use that speed to keep up with these wide receivers?
I'm going to definitely use the speed to my advantage, but also slowing down at the line, maybe getting a jam out there, slowing my feet down for any intermediates because I don't think anybody's just going to run past me.
Ashton, you talked about changes. You're not playing on a blue field anymore, so what's that going to be like being on a normal green field, mostly grass?
Man, it's going to be weird, man, but, I got to go back to the regular green grass, but I'm excited for it.
Man, I'm super excited to come to Charlotte, man.
Did you have any inkling they were going to pick you? I see you're wearing purple, so it kind of clashes with that color.
Yeah, blue is part of purple, so I'll just go. I'll just go with that one.
But did you know? Did you have any idea that they were going to take you?
You know what? It was kind of up in the air, but I have faith that I genuinely believe that wherever I ended up, I was meant to be there. So, I'm grateful that it's in Charlotte, and yeah, I'm just blessed, man.
We'll get a new jacket. So has the reality sunk in yet? It's this got to be a lifelong dream.
Yeah, it is a lifelong dream. I think it hasn't kicked in yet. I'm still around the waves right now, just being my feet are.
What's the next thing you want to do?
Definitely want to go see the coaches tomorrow, give them a hug.
Continue to do that, but now I'm in the community in Dallas, and I'm super excited to do that.
Tyler, you talk about coming from Connecticut. There's not a lot of players that have played in high school in Connecticut to make it to the pros, so it's got to be very special. You're now representing Connecticut.
No, it's super special. I'm very prideful about where I come from, like just AP being here. That's a close friend of mine. He's from Connecticut as well. Like New Haven is super important to me. Like, and I wear it where I'm from, like a chip on my shoulder. Like, there's not a lot of people to make it out from where I'm from. Like, some of the bigger names, probably like Dwight Freeney, Travis Jones, Ravens defensive tackle. He's from New Haven. So there's a few of us out there, but I'm just trying to grow that number, and I'm just truly blessed to be from New Haven and blessed to be on this journey. Thank you so much.
Well, here we are. It was an exciting draft, but wow, I think the big shock is Shedeur Sanders not even getting taken. What do you think caused that?
Well, there was a lot of questions about his entitlement to being Deion's son, arrogant. He calls it confidence. Some teams did not feel that way that needed quarterbacks, and obviously he'll be available tomorrow. Hopefully he'll get picked up, and that's probably another reason why he didn't come to Green Bay.
And the amount of money that they lose not getting in that first round, we're watching millions evaporate, but he'll get endorsement deals. And but some other great moves in the first round of the NFL draft we saw where Hunter went. I think a lot of teams are excited with who they got.
Yeah, there was a lot of trades, a lot of sparks going on, and a lot of teams are happy. And then, of course, there's some teams that are happy with their pick, but their fans are not. So hopefully, those pan out. And like I said, the 60% NFL has of the draft, they fail. So only 40% actually succeed in the NFL, which is a weird number that I found out a couple days ago. And, so not a lot of teams will hit home runs here today.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of great stuff left in the last couple of rounds on Friday and Saturday. That's where those gems that you find, those linemen, maybe that quarterback that you took a gamble on that you didn't want to take in the first round. But it's been so laid back. I mean, we're watching the commissioner walk around posing with you with selfies, and just it's not that stressful like the Super Bowl. And I really have enjoyed my first draft.
Yeah, like I said, the NFL has been really hospitality to us the last couple of years, and we're always excited to come to these things. It's always a great event. So next year's Pittsburgh, we'll be there, but Green Bay, a lot of people, gave them kind of a bad grade. I thought they were great to us, great atmosphere, a lot of fans out there of every NFL team, so I'm sure everybody had fun.
Yeah, as we showed you earlier, the crowds were great, and we've had a lot of amazing times here again with Jeff and Kelly Strong and everybody here for wherever Will is, Jeff and all those folks. And again, your name is
Troy.
All right. Continue to follow the Geary, Stein, and Steven Show on all social media platforms. I am tired. I think it's time for a mic drop and go to bed, huh? Welcome to the 2025 NFL Draft!